Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm bringing some fantastic news. So, there's a committee being formed by cEDH players for cEDH players with the help of cEDH players. So, it's called the Competitive Commander Collective. I'm not going to read the whole thing for you guys. I'll put the link down below for you, but I'll give you the gist of it. So, they're forming their own committee and they want to get a ton of people, in on this and help build the proper committee. Okay, so it will be formed, but they want the community to help in, bring in anybody that you would like. So suggest any of your favorite content creators, any of your friends who are in tournaments, anyone who fits the bill for their criteria, which is being, now I'm pretty sure it's being an active player. I'm pretty sure it's being someone who is well knowledge in the format. So you could recommend almost anybody, but I believe that we're probably going to have some people who are pretty much well versed in it. So I would say content creators who are all about the watching the format, dictating where the format is going, and explaining why things are done very well, and they're probably going to be professional. So if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see where a form where you can actually recommend someone. You have their email and stuff like that. I've already recommended Matthew from the Morris Cards. This is just one of the things that I wanted to. So effective right now, I already said this, but I will only be participating in not this current iteration of the ban list. I'll be using the recent one. So all of my decks will be on pause. I'll be playing with other people and letting them know, hey, I am not abiding by the ban list. If they are in my deck, I'm not taking them out. I just won't play them. Okay, so it'll just be a dead card in my deck. So I've already did this I've already went to my LGS and actually talked with other people about it and whatnot, and a lot of them agree with me, surprisingly. And I'm the cEDH player. A lot of them, it's different reasons, monetary reasons. Maybe they just like how the format was and things like that. And that's just talking about casual, because they were casual players. They don't use proxies and whatnot, but they're like, I've gotten these cards and I love the way my deck runs. And now some people run a deck that's based around Dockside, but it's janky because they like foods. They like food tokens, and the best food tokens are in the other colors, like they run black and red, and it's easy to make black and red with Dockside because all you need is Academy Manufacturer and anything that makes treasures. So that's how they get their foods and stuff like that. So that's one of the unique decks that I've seen. So I'm getting off topic. The committee is here to make a whole nother ban list and a whole nother format for cEDH specifically. So I will definitely encourage you guys to check it out, especially if you want to be on the higher end of Commander. You could be budget cEDH decks or whatever, or you could just adhere to this one, because just like the rules committee, this is also not backed by Wizards. This is some people, community of people trying to have a global impact and create its own format. And now we don't have to be restricted or governed by a committee that doesn't adhere to us at all. They don't care because that's not who they're catering towards. They're catering towards the casual, newer players, or people who are just trying to sit there and have fun in long games for some reason. Like, that's always fun. I love my games to be short sometimes. I love my games to be long sometimes. I love my games to be challenging. I love my games to be where I'm the arch enemy. I love my games when someone else is the arch enemy and we gotta band together. You know what I mean? That's what Commander is in my eyes for this format. And I believe that if you're cutting off fast mana, there's a multitude of reasons why you can't well, you shouldn't do that, because there are some people who are playing expensive commanders, and it takes, these things to get them out just a little bit faster. Okay, there are some commanders that can abuse it, absolutely, but I would like I'm willing to have both those things. I'm willing to have my cake and eat it too, and sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? That's what I want, Commander. I like the variety. I know who I'm playing against in my LGS. It's not too many times where I play against someone that I don't know. And if I do, I literally bring other decks for that specific reason. I ask, what are you playing? Is that a precon? Is the precon upgraded? How much did you put into it? If not, I have a lower deck. I'm gonna start my lower deck and I'm gonna go up until I match you or something like that. I carry around 7 decks. That's why I tell other people, if you have multiple decks, try to make sure they're varied a little bit, so that you can, match some new players who just coming in. They don't know anything. Well, I have an undone precon. I maybe have a precon that's only added 2 or 3 cards because I like it, or I changed it out so I could draw more cards or something like that. You know what I mean? So this is what the format is to me, and this is why I support this new committee that is going to be made. They already have plans. They have a listing down below. They said this is their plans. So by 2024, from fall to winter, they're going to be looking for members feedbacks and things like that, just trying to get things more solidified together before they actually throw out like the first ban listing and stuff like that. That they're going to be very more upfront and more open with how they're viewing things, which is very important, because when you're talking about banning something, the whole big thing about this recent ban was that there wasn't enough communication. They did say years ago that they were looking at Dockside, but years have gone by, and then now they've sprung up Fast Mana, and we're like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on, and so I believe that there should be a watch list, a list of cards that they're like, hey, for this year, we're looking at these. And then later on, hey, these cards are still on the watch list, and we've added these cards. So if you're putting your money, your time, your decks, your, everything you're putting into this card, then understand that it could be banned, at certain points in time if it gets out of hand with the community. That would have been way better if they did that. So now, if we could, if they could start that'd be great. But I believe there should have been definitely more communication with the community. All right, because there are people who have bought into Ixalan. There are people who've bought in to, this is just a monetary thing. Like, people who bought into these cards, people have been going on Whatnot online, buying gifts, buying presents. I've seen posts where people are like, I just traded for these cards, and now I'm out of $100. I could have used that for something else. Or I lost my trades because now my card's useless in Commander and it was only printing there. And then I've seen people who are like, I just got a gift from my aunt. I think it was his aunt. And it was literally, it was a jeweled lotus. And now, whoop-de freaking do, he might as well just take that, put it in a freaking post, put it in freaking, I don't know, put it on his wall or something, because he lost out. He can't use it anymore. Because this ban, there've been people who have turned around orders because they were ordering. A lot of people are ordering certain packs for their Whatnots and stuff like that. I'm also on Whatnot, and they've turned away orders. There are companies that have been giving refunds, maybe even refusing refunds, because they've placed orders, and then this ban list hit out of freaking nowhere, and then they're like, whoa, no one's buying mystery packs right now because the chase card's gone. No one's buying Ixalan packs right now. The chase card's gone. That's the whole thing, man. So I will be abiding by the current iteration minus the recent adds to the ban list. This is my feelings. This is what I believe. Comment down below what you guys believe. I know you guys are probably tired of talking about this, but this is a way we can actually kind of help benefit. Actually having a separate ban list, separating the format for casual and competitive, and end all be all, regardless of what everybody's saying. I've heard so many different sides to this coin, but the thing about it is, if these things are a problem, we the competitive players, we don't mind you cutting it out of casuals, because that's not our interest. So why not just make a whole nother format? There, no one's caring about how the format used to be, which was the seven Elder Dragons. We just added that. There's other formats other than Commander that are casual formats. Okay, so why not, just split this into two different formats? So now we know, it's clear, these are competitive or budget competitive decks. They follow this ban list, and these are casual decks. They follow this ban list. Okay, which side are you on, so I can govern my decks towards that? Definitely. Hey, I have one or two cards in this deck that are for competitive. Is it okay if I play with you? You can literally state that this is a high level deck, and having these cards for competitive makes my decks really strong. I can sub out these cards so that I can make it more casual. I don't have mana rocks, as such. I don't have any fast mana in this deck, but it is very strong, because you don't have to have those to make your deck very strong. Okay, so now we can separate the format in casual and non-casual. This is competitive and non-casual. This is casual. You know what I mean? So I think if this is a great response and a great way to go about it, and I am 100% 100% following the CCC is what they want to be called. So I'm definitely following the competitive Commander collective. So thank you guys so much for letting me know what you guys think. Comment down below, how do you feel about this? I will put the link to this here. You can also, when you scroll down, you can also check out the forum and submit your thoughts and stuff like that. Thank you so much for checking me out. You guys, please be careful. There'll be more deck videos coming out, so I'll let you guys know. You guys be safe and careful. Have an awesome time. So psyched for this.